It's week 3 of the NFL, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Commanders and the Bengals under the lights on Monday night.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that contest every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they can hit you down the field just as easily. And with how both offenses love to mix up their routes and looks in the passing game, you better buckle up in the secondary.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Cincinnati. Valus Jones now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL.
Oh, the football's loose. And now the Bengals have it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out, you cannot call him irrelevant ever again. Took his team to the Super Bowl last year. So just like all touchdowns,
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Throw on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be... ball. First and 10 now from the 30.
Shut up! Reload! Check! Alert! Ready!
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on third down.
Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
They may not have been the first defense to hit the field today, but certainly they wasted no time making their presence felt. Couple sacks in just the first few plays here, and they'll add more to it if this offense doesn't start to figure out their protection.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders, then running back Austin Eckler, headed back to the field. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give left side to Gibson. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
Now Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, it's Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready. Go waiting. Ready. Go waiting.
Throwing here, Darnold. That's caught by Chris Olave. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. He's got it!
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Gibson, and he runs it across, touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game.
Let's go now.
Spears running behind center. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready.
From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Cut by Jennings. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down throw by Purdy. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Commanders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Gibson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing from the gun here. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He gets this one in Nakua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action now with Purdy. Looking to his fullback now. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Your third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now they have third and short.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. This ball's caught by Spears. And he's brought down for a loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's on the move. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He'll get this to Jefferson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. To throw, here's Darnold. Has it left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive...
And Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Allen on the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. This pass caught by Nakua. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Purdy setting up that play action. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Got a man, Bowers has it.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here, Darnold. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Darnold looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. He's now up to 7 catches in this 1st half. Quite the pace that he set for himself. Let's see if he can keep this up and just how many catches he can haul in before this one's over. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, son. Red 80. Red 80.
Here's Darnold to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Second and 10 now. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Here we go, son.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Darnold now to throw. This throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Time. Red 80. Go 80. Time.
Here's Darnold. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they're left with 4th and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Red 80. Go 80.
Throwing from the gun here. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Let go. Go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Looking right, and he finds him. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun is Purdy. He gets this one in Nakua. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout.
Let's go. Hey, hey. Unlock line. Smash.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Commanders pick this one up.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Commanders head out now late in the 1st half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
We go set. Go 80. Go 80. We set.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
We go set. Red 80. Go 80. Go red 80. We set.
To throw, here's Darnold. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders lead by 15 now. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Purdy on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down throw by Purdy. Complete here to Bowers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. They just get the play off. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
The score, Commanders 21, Bengals 6.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bengals headed back out on offense as we get another. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready! Set up!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4
Here we go!
at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Spears on the carry. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 46-yard line.
Now it's Purdy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Set. Ready? Ready?
Looking to throw, Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Purdy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Blankenship good on the point after. And the Commanders grow the lead now to 22 points. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set it up.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Purdy setting up that play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And this is Spears. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Brushes him off with ease. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. His pass caught by Nakua. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Nick Herbig making the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 32. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Reload, check, alert, go.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Bates' kick is up and good. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 34. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Outside. Red 80. Red 80. Inside.
Darnold looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
And the Commanders first down.
Here we go, set. Set.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Red 80. Red 80. No 80. No 80. Set.
From the 39. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
It's a gain of 10.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Set.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
No 80. No 80. Red 80. Set.
First down from the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll run. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
35, Bengals 9. Rigoberto
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Purdy throwing here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 4. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. He gets this one to Nakua. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Motioning the tight end now. First down throw by Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Purdy on first down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Let's go.
And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And the defender comes away with it. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The visitors and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go set.
Throwing here, Darnold. It's taken in by Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Red 80. Yellow 80. We go yellow 80.
Here's Darnold. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Red 80. Red 80.
Darnold now to throw. Hitting Olave on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Here goes set.
Putting a receiver in motion. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Red 80. Red 80.
2nd and 6 now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Red 80. Yellow 80. Red 80. Yellow 80.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Patrick with the catch. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Red 80. Red 80.
Now Darnold. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38.
And the Commanders first down.
Handoff headed left to Gibson. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Darnold looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The give inside to Gibson. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Commanders keep running away with this. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 42, Bengals 9. Rigoberto
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to find Nacua here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Go.
Purdy looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Go side. Hey, side.
On the give, here's Eckler. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hey, side.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Red 80. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, side.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Hey, side.
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Cincinnati.